Hey everybody, I want you to meet my chicken. This is Honey. Say hi, Honey. I think Honey's trying to lay egg. This is where she lays egg now. She doesn't like her coop. She doesn't like any of their spots. This is where Honey lays eggs now. Say hi, Honey. Okay, say bye, Honey.
Say hello. Say hello to everybody. Say, whoa, whoa, Region 12. Whoa, whoa. Say hello. Oh, oh.
Hey everybody, it's me again, Josh from Region 12, and I want to keep talking about Zoom. A lot of us have questions about Zoom. There's been some crazy stuff going on with Zoom. The more people that use Zoom, as with any technology or just any new thing, the more people that use it, the more people are going to abuse it. So I want to talk about the settings in your Zoom that can keep you safe and keep you worry-free. And we're just going to walk and talk. But before, there is this really cool thing. I just saw it. It's like floating right here in the middle of the air. Look at that. Can you see that? I don't even know. It's a little thingy from a tree. A little fuzzy thing. It's just floating in the air. No magic. No magic. Anyways, random. So there's lots of in-meeting settings that we've talked about before. And you'll have to excuse the car. It's a busy road. So the first thing that you've got to do is actually change your settings universally for Zoom. So every meeting that you make, it'll be already set up. You don't have to change it for every meeting. And I'm going to show you the most restricted settings. So you can decide to turn these on or just turn these off depending on what they actually do. You don't have to turn them on. If you're just like super worried, then go super restrictive. The Zoom meeting will still work and you'll still hopefully get what you need out of it. So the first thing you gotta do is you gotta go to zoom.us, sign into your account so you can actually see your profile. This is also really nice because if you've always wanted your face to show up when you turn your camera off, the profile on the left side of this screen is where you can actually upload your profile picture. Hey, did you know that? Now you know. Now you can put a little pretty picture of yourself in. Then over on that left side underneath profile, you'll see kind of towards the bottom a button that says settings. Everybody's favorite place. The settings on Zoom is extensive, but the great thing about Zoom is that they do give you a very great detailed description of every single option. I'm not going to go over all of them right now. I'm going to go over the ones that are going to lock down your Zoom meetings so you don't get anything that you don't want in a Zoom meeting. So number one is going to be your video right at the top. Go ahead and keep yours on. That's why we do a Zoom meeting so everybody can see you. If you're worried about somebody doing something silly on a video or seeing something in a background that you're not interested in, then go ahead and turn participant video off. That's going to be helpful. And they will just not be able to use their video. And that's fine. So next thing going down is going to be your join before host. So this can actually help you avoid a lot of problems of people using your Zoom link when you're not there. So turn that off so nobody can join before you. That means that you have to be in that room for somebody to actually use that room. The next thing down on the list is going to be a meeting password. So you can set a password for your meeting. What that'll do is that whenever somebody clicks a link, they're going to have that password with it. So if you have a public URL out there, like if you've made a bunch of Zoom meetings and you put them on a website or you've put them out on social media, then you can create a password and you can tell everybody, if you're interested, message me, email me, register for this session, whatever, the way you communicate, and then you send them the password. So when they click the link, they have to have that password to actually get into the room. So, meeting password. Next is chat. So if you don't want anybody talking with anybody at all, then you just turn the chat off. If you want there to be some kind of communication, you have to leave it on, and then you're going to actually change everything in the meeting settings. So when you start the meeting, click on chat, and there's a more button down over on the right side where you can get really detailed on how that chat works. But if you don't want any chat or you're just worried about anything happening, just turn it off completely, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. So, chat options. Next on the list is mute upon entry. So that means that everybody that comes into the room, they're automatically muted. And the great thing about it is that You are the one that has to unmute them. They cannot unmute themselves. And you'll see that in the description. So if you don't want anybody saying anything without permission, then use that option and make sure that it's on so that you unmute them. So remember, mute participants upon entry. Next up is screen sharing. This one's a little scary for some people because what if somebody shares something that you don't want to see? What if somebody shares something and there's something on their screen that you don't want everybody to see? So screen sharing, a lot of the times we need to use it, so let's go ahead and leave it on. But underneath there, you'll see some options that says to only allow the host to screen share. That way, you're the only one that can do it, and you have control over it all the way. So the next one, I'm actually just going to group all 4 of them together, is that you're going to have file transfer, whiteboard, you're going to have remote control, and allow people that have been removed to the meeting join again. And I would just turn all of those off. All of those give your participants control over your meeting in some way or fashion. So turning those off will give you that peace of mind that nobody is going to share anything. And if you boot somebody out of the room, then they can't get back in. So even if they click that link, they're out. So I would just turn all 4 of those things off. And last is the waiting room. I love the waiting room. So not only can people not join before you do, because we've already hit that setting, remember? I think we all remember, is that you can make a waiting room. So they click on it and actually puts them in a queue. And you will see on, it's the sun. Sorry, been inside too long. You'll see at the bottom when they join, it says people are waiting to be admitted. And you click on that button and it will show you everybody that's waiting to be admitted, and you can admit those people individually. So if you see somebody that you don't want in that room, or you see somebody with a fishy name, or just somebody that you just don't want to talk to today, you don't have to admit them. You can only admit the people that you are expecting. So anyways, those are the most locked down settings for Zoom. And every time you make a Zoom meeting, they are going to be just like that. So you don't have to go in and change those settings every time. If you want more freedom, you're going to have to go back in and change them. So please stay safe on Zoom. Oh, hold on. Cars. Is there a car? I think there's a car behind me. I'm going to wait. I'm like, what is this guy doing? Everybody make sure that you know your controls in Zoom, know where everything is. Don't be afraid to play around with it before you have a meeting, just so you're comfortable with it. And then that also comes off for your participants or whoever's in the meeting with you. Like, man, they know what they're doing on the Zoom. They are super confident. So I hope everybody is staying safe. I hope everybody is staying in their car. Oh, music. I hope everybody's staying socially distant and washing your hands, all that good stuff. So everybody stay safe out there on Zoom, and we will see you on the next episode of The More You Know.